William. May I call you William? William. I will serve with honor and dignity to my university, providing only most relevant news. I won't swear, nor will I disrespect all those idiots around me. Oh, William, I won't make promises that I can keep. Exception is the release date. William, please bless me.
Vlad, you're an idiot.
Back tonight with your host, Vlad Motorykin.
Hello. Hi guys, how's it going? Great. Fantastic. Hey everyone, how are you doing? Hope you had a fantastic summer and welcome back home. My name is Vlad and I'm here to introduce you to the first McMaster professional 100% gluten-free show. It's going to be sometimes funny, it's going to be pretty low budget and glamorous, incoherent. Oh god. This is depressing actually. Can you remind me why we started?
Student ignorance and to feed your ego, Vlad.
Oh, yeah, my ego, yeah. But we're not ignorant. Yeah, no, we're involved, or at least, those people who pass the tipping point of engagement, those people on campus who like participate in MSU, me. Rock Lab, me. Flower Conference, me. You're not Kevin Hart. Don't try to be involved in every single thing on campus, come on. But let's come back why you're actually here. You're here probably because someone tagged you in the comments or you got this name notification on Facebook. Or just my parents. Hi mom, how you doing? And it's absolutely fine because you're in the right place if you want to actually know about McMaster and you want to know what's going on around campus or meet interesting people. Or you can go ahead and listen to the radio like it's 60s again and after come back to realize how cool we are actually. So let's get started and let me tell you about Mac tonight. Alright guys, so we thought it would be nice actually if you know something about myself since I'm going to be your host. So as you can hear, I'm not from Canada, I'm from Kazakhstan. And but this is not Kazakhstan, this is Uzbekistan. This is Kazakhstan. Not quite, no, it's Kyrgyzstan. And this is Tajikistan, Pakistan, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, finally Kazakhstan. It's actually Spain, and if you didn't catch that, there's a link, Geography Grade 9 in the description below. Check it out. It's not good not to know Spain. At least that. So I'm involved in the life sciences program, or as we like to call it, the Titanic of academia. A big, beautiful, prestigious program. But if you don't really specialize after your first year, you're gonna slowly drown to unknown. Yeah, and this is my love boat, full of white, rich people. So we thought that, every single time when there's someone's taking over the show, they're thanking whoever was before them. But since we're first, but we still have some people and organizations to thank in the segment that we called Insincere Gratitudes. So there are a couple of organizations and people that we would like to thank. And the first one, we would like to thank medical schools for ruining Vlad's dream of becoming a doctor. And now he has to stick to this. We would like to thank courses Chemistry 2 AO3, Eng Physics 2 HO3, Commerce 1 AO3 for passing. We would like to thank Silhouette for sticking around so long. That's it, there's no jokes. We just thank you for being around so long. We'd like to thank Paradise Catering for making our food-related choices for us. Would you like a tasteless sandwich or a tasteless burger? You choose. We would like to thank NS Library for being the real incarnation of the Chamber of Secrets. And we would like to thank the youth unemployment rate of 13.3% for having this amazing opportunity to have some time to spare. That's it guys, we have a fantastic show for you today, so stick around because we are not going on a commercial break. Alright guys, so we thought to kind of start off in September, you probably, as you may know, McMaster turns in a ghost land over the summer, and there are a lot of some interesting news that actually happened, and we'd like to update you on those in a segment that we called McMaster Summer 16. So actually the first huge financial news came in late June to McMaster. So McMaster was awarded with $15.6 million from NSERC Discovery program to support the research that undergoes at McMaster University. And it's fantastic news for everyone. It's a great news for professors, researchers, grad students, I don't know, rats. Now we're gonna feed these poor animals only with high quality grains before we slice them into multiple pieces. Just to prove that the spinal cord is responsible for the movement, which was already proven in 1984. Just all in the name of science. But all jokes apart, actually, it's a fantastic news for everyone. People with such a great ideas will have actually potential and money to realize what they really want. And as we're gonna quote here, that according to Daily News, the DAC project ranged from basic science exploring the social behavior of fish to the applied research of gamma ray detectors. My favorite, absolute favorite topic is actually this one. Integrating genomics, development, and evolution to elucidate the genotype-phenotype map of Drosophila wing morphology. I love it just because after 5 years in science, I still can't understand without Wikipedia. Like 5 years of international fees. Gone. There are around 100 researchers that actually had this opportunity, so they're gonna be awarded with around $120,000 for the range of 3 years. And as a science student, I want to know their names. Not just me. Revenue Canada wants, Science Cooperative Education Office wants, pretty much all science students wants to know their name. But you know what? We got you back. In the description below, you will be able actually to find links with names of the researchers that were awarded with this funding. So apply if you're a science student, or if you're not, just send this link to, I don't know, your science friend who's pursuing a master's. Why would you do it? Like, life is already hard. Why would you make it completely miserable? Talking about miserable things, student center. So as you may know, it was reconstructed this summer. I think we all can agree that we outgrew it as our population. It was pretty small, but not anymore. Now it is 125 seats bigger. But huge. No Trump jokes. No Trump jokes. Sorry. And will it solve all our problems? Probably not. You will still sit next to people who are eating like a washing machine, or you will still be waiting in a line to heat food for a person who eats food for the whole university. And there's still gonna be people who are studying. It's a student center. We have 4 libraries. We have thousands of empty classrooms and desks. Go ahead and study somewhere else. Let me eat like a washing machine, please. Grab your MacBook and leave. But it's not all. So according to the same source, campus will also be given a renovation, and the atrium will be equipped with a new permanent sound system. A large screen will accompany this and will be installed in the atrium over the fireplace. There was a fireplace. But why would you put a large screen? Like, why would you? The only time when we look at it, it's actually when you're trying to avoid eye contact with your weird first year buddy. Patrick, I'm talking about you. You weirdo. Moving on, another big news actually, McMaster is finally on Snapchat, which is amazing. Like, we're finally in 21st century. So they're doing some fantastic job on Snapchat, and if you haven't been following them, you probably noticed that over the summer there was 2 McMaster kinesiology students whose name are Dawson and Trevor, and they were cycling across Canada in support of Special Olympics. And no, Special Olympics is not the Special Olympics for Russian athletes who got caught on doping. No, it's the world's largest sport organization who supports adults and children with intellectual disabilities. and providing the year-round training to support over 4.5 million people in 170 countries. Amazing fund. So it was a fun fundraising campaign and probably a fun adventure to have. That's what you may think. You know, just think about us writing your math test completely high. You think it's a fantastic idea at the first sight, but when your beautiful mind starts calling your professor Josh Nash and asking how his schizophrenia is going on, you know that something went wrong, you know? It was a fun, but like it's hard. We should admit the bravery of these guys. It's hard. First of all, you're running from Vancouver to Hamilton. It's 4,500 kilometers, and it's scary. They're really brave. There's so many monsters around and dangerous animals like mooses and grizzly bears and spiders. Ted Cruz. So, kind of moving on. I would like to thank, and welcome everyone back. I would like to welcome back 5th year, 4th year, 3rd year, 2nd year, all of those who are coming from internships and co-ops. For example, our Robert, cinematographer, he just came back from a 2-year Blackberry exile. Can you imagine his astonishment when he realized that silhouette is still life in printing? For whom? You know what I love about September? No, not pumpkin spice latte. I love that there's something new every single year. There are new friends, new courses, new unfinished buildings, and new students. But there's a particular group of new students that emerged from the dark ages just to experience the age of enlightenment. They just had a fantastic welcome week, which was bigger and better than any welcome week before. Just like Apple products. You had an incremental update to every single one, and you say that you reinvented the whole industry from scratch. I don't want to be like a bear of bad news, but thinking about welcome week think about it as like a honeymoon. You enjoy your week, you drink, even if your spouse doesn't allow you to, you have a fantastic time, but when the week ends, reality is going to beat you hard. And if you think that won't happen to you, trust me, all married couples think that won't happen to them either. So I think we all heard, and you definitely heard if you're first here during the welcome week, all these horror stories. But are they true? Let's try to figure it out here. So let's take yourself and subtract your 90% GPA, your ego, support network, and friends. At lecture halls that can actually fill more people that you would imagine. Some stress, some freshman 50, which is in reality freshman 50. And there you are. You're not cute guy Brendan anymore. You are student number 00123445. But moving on, there's a very important issue on campus that's getting more and more coverage, which is amazing, and it's mental health issues. And I'm talking about depression, anxiety, high level of stress. And it's a harsh reality that many of us will face or have faced already. So to give some numbers here, just so you understand what kind we're talking about, in 2013, the CBS reported that around 35% of McMaster students feel depressed, and about 1% has considered suicide. And during the mental health at McMaster Town Hall of the same year, Deborah Earle actually reported a very interesting survey that was done in 2009. So 950 students from McMaster were surveyed, and half of them reported some kind of a depression, and 6.5 said that they considered it suicide. Wait, how? What could be possibly the root of this problem? It can't be the free tuition, right? Nor the cheap textbooks, nor the high employment rate after school. Oh guys, you don't have it? How delightful. How delightful is that? Director of Student Health and Wellness Center at Ryerson University said that last year, 200% increase in demand for students in crisis situation. These words are used to describe themselves as homeless, suicidal, and really sick. 200% increase. The only time you can see a percent that high is the alcohol consumption among first years during welcome week. And are we really talking about university? The hub of higher learning and academic excellence. We're not talking about people who are trying to find a Loch Ness monster or working in a warehouse for Amazon or voting for Trump. If you're wondering what the connection among these groups is, There's no hope and they feel really sick in all circumstances. We're talking about students, ambitious people in their 20s who are about to experience the greatest and brightest experience of their lives. Future foundation of the country. Doctors, lawyers, politicians. Does homeless, suicidal, and really sick sounds like a greatest and brightest experience? I don't really think so. But let's come back to a very important part of our success academic equation, which is grades. Or as people say it, the difference between surgeons and burger flippers. 2016 September admission average were pretty high. Numbers are right here. Let's take a program that's close and dear to my heart. Life sciences with an average of 87%. Just to put it in perspective, it's A in McMaster. So many students are coming with an idea that they're gonna put the same amount of effort and they're gonna get same excellence in university, which is not true. Or at least that's what their parents are saying, that you don't study too much. You party. And you're sitting there like, God, I studied for 13 hours straight. How much more should I put? And we do face so many external pressures on us from parents, friends, community around us. You know this guy who's like, oh, I did so bad at this test, so bad, like 87%. And you're like, I got it passed. Oh, I did it. Yeah, we're talking about those people. So we feel that we have to get 11 or 12 in every single subject. We feel about it that much that there's actually a student who wrote a list of myths about health sci. And let's just jump into it. Myth number 1, everyone is getting 11 and 12s. Thinking that everyone is getting 11 and 12s in every subject in university is the same as thinking that every single Canadian is as beautiful as Justin Trudeau. It's just categorically incorrect. By the way, he's goddamn beautiful. But it's a fun list. My favorite is a myth number 9, where it's saying students write MCAT after their first year. MCAT after first year. Are you kidding me? It just letting you know, it costs $300. I couldn't afford a Starbucks latte during my first year. Oh cool, but sounds exactly like the coolest experience of your life, right? There's only one favor that we're asking you to as a show. Just don't give up. Don't become a part of 15.1% of first year students that give up every single year. It's hard to come back. We often been there. Lack of hope, hard exams, lack of sleep, hangovers. Okay, maybe I don't really get the hangover part that inner white Russian doesn't allow me to, but we get it. And I have made some bad decisions and some great decisions, and great decisions like being involved during my first year, and bad decisions like my haircut. Just look at it. Like, this person is going to be depressed with this kind of haircut. It was all in here, all in here. There are actually great people on campus who are gonna help you. And for example, Dr. Michael Van Amergen, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, from the Department of Psychiatry, have 5 tips or habits for you how to deal with it all. So the first tip is manage your expectations. And if you watched this part in this episode and you're not poured to hell, we probably destroyed some expectations that you had from university. The second one is take a break. You're not a nurse student, so take a break. It's okay. If you are a nurse student, just skip this step. The third tip is build your social network. How you can do it is actually to be involved in campus. There are over 300 clubs on campus that you can involve, so you can probably find something that's gonna interest you. And as MSU puts it, and I will gonna cite here, these groups are led by students who work diligently to raise awareness for a variety of different causes. Whereas the main cause can be your president's ego. The fourth tip is stay physical. Go around, if you don't like gym, do some classes. Walk around our beautiful campus. We have a fantastic campus. Except for like these 3 buildings, which look like exactly like KGB Soviet Union. Except for that. And the last one is a very important tip. If you feel bad, don't be afraid to actually go and ask for help. We have mental health facilities. You're not weak if you're going and asking for help. You're actually immature if you don't do it. So manage your expectations and stay positive. And to end on a really positive note, as a show, I would like to remind everyone that university is a fantastic place. It's the place where you're gonna discover yourself. It's a place where you're gonna rediscover yourself over and over again. It's a place where you're gonna make great friends, where you will learn a lot during your courses, but even more from your classmates. It's a trampoline for your future life. It's the place that you're gonna reminisce about. You're young, you're beautiful, you're full of life. Don't give up. We are running a marathon here, not a sprint. All right, everyone, that's it for today. I hope we're gonna see you next week for even more. We're gonna have our first guest, and it's going to be amazing. And I will tell you about Mac tonight.